Hello and welcome to the High Altitude Investing live stream. Today is the 17th of January 2025 and super hyped about today's live stream. Got some exciting stuff to cover with XRP, with Bitcoin, with the whole market. So it should be a really good live stream. Very hyped about crypto right now. Some of the stuff that I'm seeing in the big picture. So it should be a really good hour live stream. Let's go ahead and share the link for the stream today in the Discord and go over to Twitter and do the same thing. Welcome everybody. Professor K, Arthur, good to see you, my friends. Thank you for taking a minute to tune in. All right, so let's talk about Bitcoin first. Good old Bitcoin, as they call it. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. No, actually, let's go up to the 4 hour. It'll be a little better. There we go. And then we'll remove all our drawing tools here and check out Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, as you guys know, Bitcoin broke local resistance. So this is super bullish for Bitcoin. If it didn't get above this level, that would have been really bearish because we would have had 3 lower highs. So we would have had our peak right here, then a lower high right here, and then another lower high right here. And, you know, that would have been a very bearish kind of structure in the market. But we didn't do that. We broke through resistance. So that's super bullish here for Bitcoin to break through this resistance level because it shows that the market is trending up, that the momentum is still on the upside, and there's still a lot of strength in this market instead of weakness. Because again, if we would have rejected at this lower high right here, it would have shown a lot of weakness. So the fact that we broke out over the last couple days, very bullish for Bitcoin and for crypto as a whole to see that. So I love that setup here with Bitcoin, loving this breakout, loving the fact that we did get through resistance and that we got through resistance with some strength and confidence. Cool. So that's really bullish for Bitcoin. If we go to the daily, you can also see that looks very bullish here on Bitcoin. You can see the breakout of this wedge right here, breaking bullish out of this wedge, going right up to local resistance, but breaking through this resistance right here, this lower high. So the probability of this failing now is very low. So like back over here, right? Back over here, Bitcoin came up to resistance. You can see right up here. Let's pull this down right here. There we go. So you can see over here, Bitcoin made lower highs, right? That's what it did right here. We have our first peak right here. Then we have another peak right here, lower high. And then Bitcoin tries to go up and break through this peak right here, but it can't, right? It doesn't successfully break through that level. It sees a big double top right here. You can see the first top right here, the other top right here. So we get a double top pattern and we break down, right? And go lower. So this is 3 lower highs. Here's our first peak, then we get a lower high and another lower high. So this was a huge rejection right here. So when Bitcoin rejected off resistance and started to go down, of course it lost all of its momentum because it couldn't get through resistance. And all the big whales knew it. All the big players saw that it couldn't get through resistance and they start taking profits. And in fact, we actually were bearish on Bitcoin at this point right here because of the gold fractal. We were looking at a correction on Bitcoin because of the gold fractal. So Bitcoin did pull back all the way down to 50K, but that goes to show you how powerful a lower high can be, right? If you don't successfully break through a resistance level, it can lead to a pretty big rejection. 3 lower highs right here. Boom, boom, and then even another lower high right here. You can see why Bitcoin fell to 50K, because it couldn't get through resistance. But if we go back over to Bitcoin right now, you can see it broke right through resistance. It had no problem breaking through this level. So now we have, instead of a lower high pattern, unless it can't get through this level, of course, then we're starting an uptrend. We're starting a higher high and higher low pattern. So those are the kinds of things that you need to look for when you're trading these markets, because if you do get a big rejection, it's a huge, huge sell signal. Look at Bitcoin here in 2018. In 2018, you can see Bitcoin hit 20K, then it pulled back down to about 10K, then it came up, and what did it do? It made a lower high. Do you see that? It wasn't able to break through resistance. We're breaking through resistance right now on Bitcoin. That's super bullish. This is a good time to be accumulating crypto. And if you've got cash, you can just kind of consistently buy. The nice thing about having cash is you can accumulate the market. You don't have to buy all at once. You can average in. But right now, I think because we're breaking through resistance, it's a really good time to be buying crypto, because we're not seeing this. We're not seeing a rejection at resistance. If Bitcoin was going to go down to 80K, for example, or 73, we would have needed to see that huge rejection at resistance. And we're not seeing it. We're seeing strength. We're breaking right up through resistance with strength and confidence. So this is a good time to be averaging into positions, even with stuff breaking out. I know it feels like you're FOMO buying, but in relation to where price is going to go, you're really not FOMO buying. If you look at right here on Bitcoin, you can see how Bitcoin, let's zoom in actually a little bit here. It'll be a better example. So if you look at right here on Bitcoin, you can see that Bitcoin basically started to crash right here, but it wasn't able to, right? It came up through and broke this resistance. So you can see we have our first high, then we get a lower high, but look what happens. It breaks through that resistance. It says, you know what? This is not a downtrend forming. We're going to break out into a bull trend and start more upside. So instead of another lower high and the market rejecting and us going lower, it broke through that lower high and showed that there was still strength and still an uptrend in this market. So if you would have bought Bitcoin right here, if you would have bought Bitcoin right here, it may have felt like FOMO buying because we were breaking out, but in relation to where price went afterwards, it wasn't FOMO buying. It was a good entry. That was a really good entry to buy the breakout of that lower high, because you can see that uptrend really started to form here for Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin right now, and when we trade breakouts, we like to buy about 50% of the time. Breakouts will come back down to support. So when we do breakout trades, we like to buy the retest of support, like right here, for example. You can see this right here. It broke this resistance level, then it came back down and retested it as support, and then went up. So if you can, when you're trading a breakout, try to buy red candle, like try to buy when it retests support, like what happened to XRP recently. If you go over to XRP and take a look at XRP, look what happened when XRP broke out. The very first thing that XRP did Where is it? Let's zoom in here a little bit, maybe the 15-minute. Let's 45-minute. Okay, here we go. The first thing XRP did when it broke out of resistance right here is it retested it as support. So here's resistance, right? And what happens? We broke out of resistance and it came back down and retested as support. So if you find a breakout of a higher, if you find a breakout where you're in a downtrend and you break out and you break that downtrend, the best entry is going to be a retest of that level. It happens about 50% of the time where the market comes back and retests that breakout, and then you can get a really good entry, you know. And when you're in an uptrend like we are right now with XRP or with Bitcoin, what you want to do is you want to try to buy the dips. So on the 15-minute, for example, we're in a dip, right? We pulled back here. And we have this bit of a descending triangle structure on XRP. You can see the descending triangle structure here, right? That's technically a bearish pattern, but it's also a bullish pattern if it breaks out bullish. So until it breaks, you don't know. So what we have to watch for here with XRP, this to me looks like a good entry because a lot of times these descending triangles break bullish in bull markets because it's just a consolidation pattern before the uptrend resumes. So if you have an uptrend, then you're going to have to consolidate along the way up, right? There's going to be periods of time where the market is doing patterns where it's reaccumulating on the way up. That's what this whole thing was on XRP right here. This whole correction right here, that's what this is. When you're in an uptrend, you're going to have reaccumulations. Those reaccumulations are consolidation patterns. And a lot of times, you know, here's a descending triangle, or maybe a bit of a pennant, depending on how you draw it. But you can see how that pattern broke bullish, right? We broke bullish out of that pattern instead of bearish. So when you're in an uptrend, buying the dip, buying these consolidation patterns, buying the dip inside of these consolidation patterns is a very valid trading strategy. That's what we did with Bitcoin, right? We did the same thing with Bitcoin. When Bitcoin pulled back to 50K, we were looking at the same thing. And I actually did a lesson on this in one of my live streams where when we were at 50K per Bitcoin right here, where I basically said, hey, you guys, the way that this works is really simple. It's not that complicated. When you're in an uptrend, buy the dip and consolidation patterns. And if you need to, buy a breakout. Like if you think the consolidation pattern is going to go for a deeper correction and it doesn't, buy the breakout of the consolidation pattern, like right here, right? We broke out of this bull flag. Bitcoin was in an uptrend. It made a big consolidation pattern, a big reaccumulation. And yeah, a lot of people were expecting even lower than 50K per Bitcoin. We weren't. We were really bullish on Bitcoin down here at 50K. But once Bitcoin broke out of resistance, we were not afraid to buy. We were not afraid to pick up Bitcoin on the breakout. And in fact, we were even buying down here, right? We were buying the dip. We were buying the dip on Bitcoin, but we also bought the breakout on Bitcoin as well. But mainly we were buying the dip right here because we were buying the dip on the consolidation pattern. But a lot of people had to wait for the breakout because of the fact that they don't understand uptrends. Now with XRP recently, we bought the breakout. We had to wait for the breakout because at first I was looking for an ABC correction here on XRP. Like this, wave A, wave B, and wave C. We were looking at two different alternatives in the VIP. We were looking at this triangle for a bullish breakout, or we were looking for a breakdown in an ABC correction. But once we really started to clearly break out, we started to buy into our positions, because here's the thing. XRP is getting ready to do exactly what Bitcoin just did, right? When Bitcoin went up to 100K per Bitcoin, that's what XRP is getting ready to do. So what I'm trying to teach you guys is pay attention to these consolidation patterns and play them for what they are. If you get a breakout on them, don't be afraid to get into the market, especially if you can buy the dip, right? Especially if you can buy the dip after a breakout onto support. That's always the best thing to do. But you know, when you break out of these consolidation patterns in a bull market, that means the uptrend is continuing. That means we're likely going to see more upside. And what XRP just did is exactly what Bitcoin just did when it broke out of its resistance at 50K, or when it broke out of its bottom, when it hit 50K at its bottom and broke the resistance at 65K per Bitcoin. So you can see here, Bitcoin on the right, XRP on the left. This is what an uptrend does. Uptrends, they start trending up, then they form a consolidation pattern of some kind, then they trend up further, you know. The trend is your friend. It's likely going to continue. So try to buy either the dip of these consolidation patterns or the breakout, depending on what entry you can get, because sometimes you're going to miss the dip, or you might expect a deeper dip, you know, and then it doesn't happen, so you still have to buy the breakout instead. But pay attention to these consolidation patterns because they're profitable. They're identifiable. They're not that complicated, and they're powerful. And when you're in an uptrend, they're going to form often. You're going to see them all the time, these consolidation patterns. And most of the time, a lot of times they're going to break bullish. If you're short-term overvalued, they might break bearish and come back down to support and then break out up through them again. Because in an uptrend, you want to be thinking in terms of the market breaking out again, even if it does pull back pretty drastically. But a lot of them will break bullish because of the strength and the momentum in the market. You know, if it's short-term, really overextended, some of these patterns break bearish and then find support and break out again, but a lot of them break bullish. Right? So yeah, that's what XRP looks like to me. It looks like about right here on Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was breaking out up above 73K, looks about like right here. So it looks like a bullish breakout of one of those consolidation patterns. So the likelihood is that we go higher, you know. There's always the expanded flat correction too, where wave B goes up above like this and wave C comes back down. That's what happened to Bitcoin in 2021. That's why so many people got tricked, was because of this right here, right? Bitcoin really tricked a lot of people when it did this, you know. Bitcoin started to break out of resistance, and then it said, ha, screw you, I'm just kidding, and came all the way back down, right? So that's an expanded flat correction. And that can really throw you off. It can really trick even the most professional traders. You know, it was a tricky time right there where Bitcoin came up and broke out and then said, nope, just kidding, and came all the way back down to 16K. So that would be the only other alternative for XRP I can see. But as a rule of thumb, when you get a breakout of these consolidation patterns, that's very bullish in bull markets, right? Cool. All right. AJ, what's up, my friend? JMac, Mr. Wizard, Tiger King. What's up, my brother? Wise on T's Music. Hey, go get us. What's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. Brykaz, what's up, brother? BCH, historically after BTC having 40 to 80 weeks, there is a top there. The 40 weeks started, it's now alt season soon. Okay, so you're saying that because of the timing of the Bitcoin cycles, you think an altcoin season is soon? I have to agree with you. Altcoin season definitely does look like it will come very soon. So I'm very excited about that. It honestly looks like it's starting. Like if you go look at XRP BTC, and this is a pretty good indicator for altcoin season, XRP BTC is. And you can see that our last big altcoin season was actually 2017. You guys thought you had an alt season in 2021, but not really. You know, our last big alt season was in 2017, where price really went vertical here on XRP BTC. And it's actually starting again. You can actually see what's happening with XRP right now. There's a lot of bullish divergence. So we have a lower low in price, but the MACD made a higher low. You can see this higher low pattern right here. So that's actually bullish divergence on the MACD for XRP BTC. And to see a bit of a bottom structure forming here, I think alt season could be soon. You know, I think we will get a 2017 like altcoin season, not a 2021, but a 2017 like alt season, which will be very, very bullish. So, Salman Al-Farsi, hello Dallin, what's up my friend? Thank you for taking a minute to tune into today's live stream. Julio, have you shared your Ethereum analysis already? No, I haven't, but I'm more than happy to run over Ethereum. Mainly so far, we've been learning a little bit about consolidation patterns, the different types of consolidation patterns that appear in markets, and kind of how to think about those patterns to make the most money. So if you just came into this stream late, then definitely be sure to check out this stream later, because there's a lot of good stuff that we covered so far. So here with Ethereum, you can see that Ethereum actually did this kind of consolidation pattern as well. Same thing that Bitcoin did. It's actually kind of a smaller version of what already happened over the summer. This little correction right here, this is an even smaller version of that right here, just even smaller. So if you look right here, you can see we have our ABC correction, wave A, wave B, wave C. So that's a bullish pattern. It's a good pattern for buying the dip based on these ABC corrections. Then you can see the market did go ahead and bottom out down here. We have this triangle pattern. We were really bullish on Ethereum down here. If you go back and look at the videos I was posting over at our community at High Altitude Investing, we were really bullish on Ethereum at this bottom down here because of the ABC correction, basically. So we were buying into this dip down here. Then the market did turn around, flipped bullish here. Very nice bullish breakout of this triangle pattern. And then we came back down a little bit down to support again at around 3K. So what's happened here is actually a lot of what we've been talking about in this live stream, which inside of bull markets, you're going to have reaccumulation and consolidation patterns. So when you're in an uptrend and you're trending up, there's going to be periods where ABC corrections have to occur before you go higher again. And what I believe is this whole move right here over the summer last year was one of those ABC corrections before the market goes higher, before it breaks out to a new all-time or a new local high in this case, right? A new local high. And soon will be a new all-time high because our old all-time high is not that far away, right up here at 4,900 per Ethereum. So what I'm saying by that is this whole thing right here, we have our uptrend, right? Uptrend, boo-doo-doo, and then reaccumulation, right? Consolidation pattern. You can see this channel. We break bullish out of the channel. We come back down and test the channel as support, right? This is a support level right here. We're coming back down and testing it as support now, this huge area of support right here. So this is a breakout, reaccumulation breakout. And this right here is a mini version of this right here. So I think what's going to happen for Ethereum is we will break bullish out of this, especially with the strength coming on Bitcoin. We're going to see a bullish breakout on Ethereum here, which will take us to a new local resistance and then a new all-time high right? A new all-time high level will not be very far away. So my personal bullish kind of technical analysis here for Ethereum is something like this. I'm not bearish, I'm bullish. I think something like this will happen. A lot of the Ethereum people don't like me because I also am bullish on Solana as well. But, I do technical analysis. I trade markets based on charts. I don't care what these projects do. So, if you're a Solana supporter or if you're an Ethereum supporter and I make you mad because I'm bullish on both of them, I guess I'm sorry. But, I see the charts for what they are. So UFD looks good and Wrapped Dog. Yeah, UFD looks really good. I think Wrapped Dog really, really good looking right now. You can see Wrapped Dog is breaking out. Oh, well, it pulled back since I last looked at it. But yeah, we are starting to break out here on Wrapped Dog. I think this could be the beginning of a double bottom here for Wrapped Dog. So watch for breakout of this resistance. But either way, look at this in the bigger time frame, right? Look at this in the bigger time frame. This thing is so undervalued, especially let's take it on to like the 5-day right here and look at it. This thing is so oversold and so just ready to turn around and just explode. This huge ABC correction here for Wrapped Dog. Look at that thing. Big, beautiful, perfect ABC correction. Exactly like what happened to Bitcoin in 2015. I've shown you guys this a lot in my streams, so you've probably seen this. But it's so powerful to understand these ABC corrections because a lot of people sell at the bottom of these and a lot of people fail to buy because they don't know what this is. They don't see the correction for what it is. But the truth of the matter is that this ABC correction is a very, very good buy opportunity to pick up a lot of whatever coin that you're picking up at a huge discount, right? These huge ABC corrections are very good buy opportunities. So what I see here with Wrapped Dog is we're super undervalued down here. I think at any moment we're going to see a bullish breakout like what happened here on Bitcoin, where it broke out to $500 and started uptrending significantly, right? Where you can see a big uptrend formed on Bitcoin. I think that's what's coming for Wrapped Dog. I believe this will be a huge player in 2025 and one that if you don't have, you should definitely pick up more of it because you're going to make a lot of money off this pump. It's going to be super, super profitable here on Wrapped Dog. I've been buying more. I've been buying a lot of Wrapped Dog down here. I'll probably buy more today, maybe tomorrow, who knows, soon. Probably buy more. Probably today, especially since it pulled back a little bit. I think it could be reversing here. This could be the local bottom, so it's a good time to buy Wrapped Dog down here. Okay, cool. Wrapped Dog. Conscious Contact. What's up, my friend? Good to see you tuning in. Appreciate you. Definitely send me more of your music. If you guys don't know, Conscious Contact makes some pretty awesome music. I don't think he's ever released any, though. So maybe I should be quiet. Hope I'm not in trouble. He's got some awesome music, though. He sends it to me, and I listen to him, and I'm like, whoa, this is so good. So let's see. AJ, price target for Wrapped Dog. So the first price target I'd look for is 10 cents. Okay, so we're worth 0.002 cents right now. So the first price target I'm looking for with Wrapped Dog is 10 cents. After that, we could go higher. We could go to $1. Look at what happened to Dog with Hat or Pepe or this. Buying Wrapped Dog is like buying Dog with Hat before it hit 2 billion in market cap. So I think it could go to 10 cents or even higher for Wrapped Dog. So the best thing to do is keep accumulating. Trevor Carter, best crypto trading platform. I'll tell you what I use. A lot of people use Coinbase to get their crypto from their bank account. So if they have money in their bank and they need crypto, They use Coinbase to get their money from their bank into crypto, right? For me personally, a lot of times I use Cash App just because it's easy to make, 5,000 here, 3,000 there, or whatever purchases of Bitcoin. But I personally use Binance. So that's how I get my crypto. But I personally use Binance a lot. I use Phantom Wallet to swap for meme coins like Rap Dog. So I use Binance US for my actual crypto trading. Then I use Phantom Wallet to swap for coins like Rap Dog or other meme coins. And then I use apex.exchange for my leverage trading. So this is swing trading. That's where, like, sometimes where I share, Trevor, like on my Facebook or whatever, that I'm up like 300% on my trade. This is where I'm doing it, is on Apex. It's a decentralized platform where you can trade crypto, leverage trade crypto without having to have KYC in the United States. So that's why I use apex.exchange, because it's decentralized, so you can send a lot of money over here. You don't have to have any special verification to do a lot of swing trading. So Apex is really cool. Plus, with your stop loss and your target set at the same time, you can really preserve your capital and make the most money, make the most profits. So it's got all the features, all of the stop loss features, everything that you need to make money trading crypto. But to get money into crypto, Coinbase, Cash App, Gemini, whatever platform you prefer. And then once your money is in Bitcoin or whatever coin, then I use Binance US to do a lot of my exchange trading stuff. So that'd be my answer, Trevor. Basically 3 places: apex.exchange, Binance US, and Phantom Wallet. Those are the main 3 places that I'm trading and investing in crypto. And if I can't find the coin that I'm looking for, sometimes I'll use a website called ChangeNow.io. Just if there's a coin that I can't find on Binance US, I'll exchange some Bitcoin for it over here, because this website has like every coin on planet Earth, right? So that's what I personally use in my trading and investing. Can we cover Theta? I would be more than happy to cover Theta for you. This is, honestly, I thought you'd never ask. I'm serious. Theta looks so good, you guys. Theta, if you guys don't know what just happened to Litecoin, Theta's about to do what just happened to Litecoin. So Litecoin just broke out like 30% or something. And if you guys don't know, I've been making videos about that too. So pay attention to my free uploads on YouTube, all right? Because you guys can actually make a lot of money just following all the free stuff that I post on my YouTube channel. And it's not like every single time I say something, it happens. Sometimes I'm wrong, just like everybody else, right? But you can make a lot of money. There's a lot of good opportunities. There's a lot of setups on my free videos that you can follow, that you can make a lot of really good money, even just watching just free videos that I post. So Theta is one of those videos, or one of those coins I've been covering in those free videos. And if you look over here at Litecoin on the right and Theta over here on the left, you can see Litecoin is leading the breakout, just like how XRP is leading the breakout and Bitcoin is just now breaking out. It looks like Theta is ready to do just exactly what Litecoin just did. So I think what will happen for Theta in the next week or so is we'll get a pump, right? We're going to get a nice pump on Theta. And I think Litecoin will break resistance here with how much strength we're breaking out right here. So I bet Theta will too. Start to head up towards $4. So that'd be my update on Theta for you. Dallin, in a bull market, why don't you use a green funky hat? Because I don't have one. If somebody buys me a green fedora, if it's cool, I might wear it sometimes. I mean, it sounds cool. I don't know. I'd wear a green fedora on like really green days and a red one on really bearish days. I'd do that. That'd be fun. Tiger King, keep it up. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate that donation. Thank you for being a active member in the Discord and everything that you do in our community. FOMO, in now or just wait for the dip. I'd say if you have cash, start accumulating. You don't have to buy all at once, but start accumulating. With a breakout on XRP, it's pretty, I'd say I definitely lean towards it being a lot safer to buy than to sell. So the breakout on XRP, good time to start buying here. Good time to start accumulating the market. Now, the reason I bring up XRP, I'm not saying you have to go buy XRP, right? I'm not saying go buy XRP if you're bullish on crypto. I am bullish on XRP, and I do think you should buy it. But the reason I bring this up is because crypto, there's leading coins in crypto. So if you get a breakout on XRP, that's probably pretty bullish for the rest of the market. Just like how when Bitcoin broke out from its bottom at 50K and started to go up towards 100K, the rest of the market started to pump. And Dogecoin and everything, when it broke out, the whole rest of the market started to pump. Same is true for XRP, right? XRP is breaking out. So that's really bullish for the rest of the market. It shows that there should be another big increase in value across the board because XRP is leading the market. So just start accumulating. Just start buying. You don't have to buy all at once, but I'd say just start accumulating. Not selling my XRP yet. Yeah, I agree, Arthur. I don't think you should sell XRP here. There's a very, very, very strong potential that we head up towards a new, we're already at a new all-time high, by the way. If you guys don't know and you didn't see, we're already at a new all-time high on XRP. We slightly pierced our old all-time high like yesterday, right? So, that's pretty amazing. But I do think we're going to go into price discovery and start to head up towards these higher extensions. So if you don't know about the Fibonacci extension tool, this is the best way to make sure you're taking profits so you don't get stuck in the market and have to hold through a bear market. You use this Fibonacci extension tool and you essentially just set sell orders along the way up. You're not trying to guess the exact top or anything, but you've got a whole bunch of XRP, so you just start setting sell orders along the way up. And you can keep a percentage in the market as a long-term bag, because here's the deal. If you have 1,000 XRP and you sell 75% off of it by the time it gets up here, you can keep 25% as a moon bag, and it's all on the house. You didn't even pay for it because you made so much profit and you locked in those profits on these Fibonacci extensions. So all of the XRP that you leave in the market is 100% on the house. You could keep a 25% in the market as a moon bag in preparation for a big breakout, or in preparation for continuation, for potential for like a moon scenario where it goes way higher than you expect, right? A bigger breakout. And if it does go higher than you expect, if it just moonshots, that 25% that you have in the market is 100% on the house. You can just keep that 25% in and you could let it ride forever. And it could go to zero and you wouldn't care because you have so much profit already locked in because you sold into those extensions, right? You took your profit into those Fibonacci extensions. So you have a whole bunch of profit already locked in, so that 25% doesn't matter to you anymore. And that's the strategy I'm personally using. Everybody can do their own research and create their own strategy based on what they think is best. But to be honest with you, the strategy I'm personally using is to take profit into those extensions because it's so repeatable. It happens every cycle. Every cycle, when we break out into price discovery, we hit those higher extensions and top out. So you might as well be scaling out into those extensions and keep some in the market in case it goes way higher than anybody expects or plans. And that you've got all this profit that you made and you didn't even have to pay any money for it. It's all in the house if it goes higher than you expect. That's what I personally am doing this bull market. That's how I'm handling taking profits into the pump. And that's my personal strategy and plan for XRP. So I will be selling into those extensions, but I'll keep 25% in the market because who knows what could happen to XRP in the long term. Who knows? It could go way higher than people expect. Way higher. So that's how I personally manage locking in profits, but at the same time being able to ride for the long term. That's what Warren Buffett does. He scales out. He slowly sells as the market gets more and more parabolic and people get more and more irrational. He slowly sells. So, and you can keep a percentage in if you just want to hold long term forever. If you're worried about missing out on some massive wealth transfer where XRP goes to like 1,000 per coin or something, which I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just saying if something ridiculous and unexpected happens and these markets go way higher than people plan on it, if you keep a moon bag, you've already locked in a bunch of profits, you've already made a bunch of money, but you're just getting rich the whole time it goes way higher than you expected. That's why I do that. That's why I believe in scaling out and keeping a moon bag. It's just the smartest strategy you could possibly have. Way better than trying to time the market based on, exact dates. I'm not saying that isn't useful, but for me, the best strategy for taking profits is Fibonacci extensions. Absolutely use timing, use cycles, use everything you can to make your analysis better and more accurate. But don't be afraid to take profits based on fib extensions and scale out, because I'll be honest with you, nobody knows what day or what price the market's going to top out at. And anybody that tells you they know for sure doesn't know, because nobody does. So yeah, that's just how it is. So that's why I scale out into the pump. You don't know where the top is, but you can set a whole bunch of sell orders and you can lock in your gains. And then keep 25% in case it goes way higher than you expect, But I'd definitely be leaning more towards uber bullish than uber bearish right now. In the big picture, you don't want to be a bear, basically. You want to be uber bullish rather than bearish. So, can you look at Chill Dog right now? I've never heard of Chill. Oh, wait. I've heard of Chill Guy. What is Chill Dog? Chill Dog? Is this even, where do we find this thing? It sounds cool. Let's go find Chill Dog. Oh, we already ran over Theta, Big D. Come back and watch this live stream later. We already went over Theta. We're bullish on it. I think it's about to do what Litecoin just did. If you look on the 5-day candlesticks and you zoom into the chart and compare Litecoin to Theta, Litecoin just did a 30% breakout. Theta looks exactly like it's about to do the same thing. So I'm bullish on Theta, Big D. Okay, let's look for Chill Dog real quick. Chill Dog. Chill Dog. Okay. Full screen. All right, so this is retraced significantly from our peak. We're very undervalued here. You can see there's a huge pump and dump probably a couple months ago in November. Yeah, it looks like November here. And if you zoom into the chart, we're kind of at that point where this thing is so dirt cheap that people are either going to be accumulating it or giving up on it completely. And it looks like there is some accumulation because you can see somebody bought up the whole order book right there, right? Somebody that didn't care what price they were buying at just bought as much as they could. So what I have seen a lot of times where coins do this, if they start to get some traction, they can turn around and see a big uptrend come out of these big consolidations, right? They can have a big uptrend. So watch what I'd look for here with Chill Dog is higher highs and higher lows. If we start to form higher highs and higher lows off of this bottom down here, then I could see a pretty big uptrend forming, and this could be a big accumulation pattern on Chill Dog. No promises, no guarantee. It is a random meme coin. There could be no demand at all, but somebody clearly bought up the whole order book right here. You know, somebody was buying some Chill Dog down here. So there's at least some demand. So watch for higher highs and higher lows. I do like to buy stuff that looks like this. It's super, super dead, undervalued and looks dead. I like to buy stuff that looks like that because you can make a lot of money buying undervalued stuff when it's super, super, you know, crashed, when it's super undervalued and undervalued, under what the price used to be. So if you can find those undervalued coins, you can make good money. If there's demand for that coin, it's going to pump, you know. What are your thoughts on Jail? I have not seen Jail. Actually, I think I have seen it, actually, because I'm pretty sure this is about... Is this about a specific person? Oh no, this is a decentralized app. I don't think I've ever heard of Jailbreak Me, of this coin, of Jail. Okay, this one looks like it's starting to form a double bottom here. You can see a bit of a double bottom here on Jail. But we rejected kind of hard off of this resistance up here. So you can see we have resistance right here. And we rejected actually fairly hard off of that resistance. You can see a pretty strong rejection. So what you want to see here in this type of a scenario is a quick rebound of support. So like it needs to find support again rather quickly. It doesn't have to be instantly, but what you want to see is a reclaim of support. Because if you don't reclaim support, you could go for a new local low, and that'd scare a lot of people. It'd probably panic a lot lower. So with Gel here, I'd say watch for this support level to hold. If we can get a nice turnaround here, more upside would be expected for Gel. But I'm going to close out of this stuff and focus on some other coins that you guys want me to do. Okay, let's see here. Swap. Phantom Wallet swap. Where do you... Oh, you're teaching... Oh, okay, never mind. You're helping somebody buy Wrapped Dog on Phantom Wallet. I see what you're doing there. Thought you were asking me a question. Let me see. Sorry, bro. I meant Chill Guy. Oh, my bad. I didn't see that. Yeah, I can do Chill Guy. Didn't mean to go all into analysis on some random coin. That, you know. Okay, here we go. Here's Chill Guy. So let's turn on the volume here. You can see volume got pretty high right here. So there is interest. There's demand for this thing. You can see we have a bit of a regression channel, a bit of a regression trend. If you measure from the top down to here at the bottom. And I might need to close out of some stuff. I don't know why, but my computer is starting to lag. Normally it doesn't do this. Let me close out of some stuff here. Whenever I use my laptop, it's a little bit more. But it's so much easier than using my desktop computer, you know. Apparently my Dell XPS is not quite fancy enough. I need to just buy another one or something. Okay, so here's Chill Guy. You can see this downward channel. So basically watch the resistance of this channel. So there's that red line here. If we can break above that red line at around 16 cents, that'd probably show a reversal here for Chill Guy. And actually, I bet there's bullish divergence. So if we turn the MACD on and switch over to maybe like the 4-hour time frame here, I almost guarantee there's bullish divergence here. And yes, there is. So if you can look here on the 4-hour time frame, you can see where price made a lower low, price made a low, and then another lower low right here, and the indicator made a higher low. Oops. There we go. The indicator made a higher low. So we have a lower low in price and a higher low on the indicator. That's bullish divergence right there. That's a really, strong buy signal for chill guy to get that kind of a structure in the market. So watch for a breakout above 16 cents. That would be a bullish breakout of the channel, the downward trending channel, and watch for this bullish divergence to start playing out here with chill guy. It's probably a little bit weak right now because it pumped so hard not that long ago. So people are kind of panic selling it right now, kind of like peanut, right? I'm bullish on peanut. I think peanut's going to go nuts. But it's a little bit weak right now because people got so excited right here. But it's a really good entry down here. You can see this big wedge structure. But people got so excited, it's a little bit weaker. So kind of what happens with crypto, you'll have one coin pump really hard. And then because people got so excited and FOMO, it will start to be a little bit weaker and show weakness, where another coin is starting to pump, you know, and then it starts to show weakness. And so they kind of get cycled through. They kind of get traded, you know, exchanged and cycled through. And so because of that, because of the way that it works, because of the way that that happens, you know, peanut right now and chill guy are kind of on the weaker side in the short term because people got so excited and FOMO bought. But I'm not saying it's going to stay weak. I'm just saying that's why people are panic selling, because they got too excited. I personally think these coins are about to turn around and get very, very bullish, especially peanut here. I'm very bullish on peanut, the squirrel. Really like this setup here. So justice for peanut. I appreciate your wisdom. Hey, thank you, Nick. I appreciate your kindness. Matt Otzi, thanks for the alpha, sir. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope that it is alpha for you and helpful for your trading and investing. Do you teach profit rotation in your VIP? You know, I teach profit rotation everywhere on my live stream, everywhere. It's something that's been consistently true throughout the various crypto bull markets, that people cycle through. They rotate their profits into coins that haven't pumped yet. And you should be following the leaders first and foremost, but there is something to be said for buying the dip on coins that haven't pumped yet, or to be buying low to mid cap coins after the high cap coins pumped, right? So there is a rotating aspect of it. So yeah, I do teach, you know, it's not like a VIP video, but you know, basically I make sure that people understand that and have that knowledge, because it is powerful and important to understand that these coins are cycled through, and one will pump and then they take profits and buy a different one. So cool. All right. Thank you for the chart also. Yeah, you're welcome, man. I'm happy to help. XRP, BTC, target, please. I don't trade based on Bitcoin prices, so I can't give you a target because I don't have one for XRP, BTC. I trade based on dollar. So like if I was to take profits on the Bitcoin pair, for example, like if I sell my XRP into Bitcoin, it's going to be because I'm selling. It's because I'm taking profits based on the dollar chart. So I use the dollar chart as my indicator to know when something is overvalued or undervalued, because the dollar is stable. Bitcoin is not stable. Bitcoin gets thrown all around. So to do technical analysis on the Bitcoin pair is kind of a different beast, a different monster, maybe to say it, than to do technical analysis on the dollar pair, because the dollar is so stable that it makes finding your targets easier. So what I personally do is I use the XRP dollar pair, and then if I was to sell my XRP into Bitcoin, for example, then I would use the dollar pair to find where to take profits. So as XRP goes up into these higher targets, you know, $6, $12, $22, as it goes to these higher targets here, I'll be scaling out. Personally, I'll be scaling out into the dollar. But if I was to sell into Bitcoin, I'd be selling into Bitcoin using the dollar chart to find my targets, kind of like as an alert or a signal to go sell on the Bitcoin pair. So I hope that helps answer your question. Bitcoin pair charts are a lot more volatile. they're so volatile that you have to, it's a different beast doing technical analysis. I use the dollar chart to define my targets personally. You know, it's just what makes the most sense. The dollar's stable, and so because the dollar's stable, it makes it easier to find the Fibonacci relationships and to find consistency in the chart and to find those targets. So when do you think altcoin season will take place? I think it's starting right now, to be honest with you, Angel. I think it's starting right now, and I think it's going to continue to grow and only get crazier from here. XRP is a strong sign. Dogecoin breaking out, last year, towards the end of the year. We're seeing all the signs of a true altcoin season starting. So I think we're only going to get crazier from here when it comes to altcoin season. When do you think... Oh, wait, I already answered that question. I thought that was a different question. Thanks in advance. Any thoughts on Fred? Yeah, I actually like Fred a lot. So Fred and Peanut, both of those coins, really, really good buys. Both of them really undervalued right now. Both of them are in the depression phase of their cycle. So you can see this huge 100% retrace. That's the best time to buy. That's the point of maximum financial opportunity and the minimum financial risk. So with Fred and with Peanut, I see a big ABC correction and a bit of a wedge structure as well. And both of those things are huge buy signals for me personally. You can see this wedge structure right here on Fred, and that's really the same. It's actually the same, believe it or not, it's the same behavior that the market did on Bitcoin in 2015. So we've used this fractal on a few different charts today, including Wrapped Dog, but it's also true for Fred as well. Let me get this up here to the 10-day. Perfect. Okay, here we go. So here's Bitcoin over on the right, and here's Fred. And this is actually the same psychology that took place. So you get this big parabolic pump. People get excited. It's overvalued in the short term, has to come back to reality, panic sell, everybody panic sells, everybody freaks out, and then the bull market starts again, right? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And you can see that is exactly what's happening with Fred here. The same thing. So I think we will start a bull market with both Fred and Peanut. I'm really bullish on both of those coins for this cycle. XRP, XLM. XLM, please. Yeah, we can do XLM. Okay, so XLM really didn't break out strong like XRP did. I don't know if they don't have as much bullish news or if it's just waiting to, because XRP, because of the cycling thing where people take profits into one and put it into a different one, or what, but it hasn't broke out yet. It hasn't broke through resistance yet, but we do have a bit of an inverse head and shoulders pattern. You can see our left shoulder, our head right here, and our right shoulder right here. And we did break the resistance of this inverse head and shoulders pattern when we broke through right here. And the minimum target for this inverse head and shoulders pattern is 59 cents. So the minimum target in the near future is 59 cents per XLM. So we broke resistance, we came back down and tested a support. So that's a good buy the dip after the breakout. And I think we will go to at least the minimum target here, which will make a big rounded bottom structure if it happens. So I think it'll start doing what XRP did and really start to kind of break out vertical right there, just like what XRP did. It's just, people are taking profits and cycling them into something else, and just like we were talking about earlier. And so that's kind of what I think is happening here with Stellar Lumens and XLM and XRP. You can see here's XRP, and let's pull up the chart just a little bit better. Here's Stellar Lumens. So really, Stellar Lumens is like right here, right? I think it's really about to do the same thing that XRP just did. Start to turn around, kind of make a big rounded bottom here, just like what XRP did. as well. So yeah, you guys, crypto is exciting. Markets are bullish. Keep accumulating, keep buying. Don't be afraid to accumulate these markets. Big move is coming. I think a big move, very similar to what happened when Bitcoin broke out toward 100K, is going to happen all over again. Where Dogecoin broke out like crazy, Bitcoin broke out like crazy, everything went nuts last year, towards the end of the year. I think the same thing is going to happen all over again here with crypto. Same thing, same type of structure in the market. I mean, look at XRP, look at XRP right now, okay? And then look at Bitcoin when Bitcoin started to break out toward 100K. And then you really don't have to know anything other than this. If you know this right here, you're good. You can make money over the next X amount of time while this happens, right? Because basically what I think is XRP is like right here, right? We just broke out. So I think we're going to go higher here in the near future with crypto and make a lot of money in the near future. Okay, thank you so much on Fred. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Happy to do analysis for you. ADA price target. Okay, price target for ADA. Well, I can tell you what I see in the chart. I don't know exactly how high it's going to go. Okay, I don't know. I can't tell you where it's going to stop at, but we can measure fib extensions and get an idea of what could happen. So let's do this right now. This is why you scale out, right? You don't want to sell all at one price. Try to scale out, because then you can really get make the most money on it. So let's pull up, because it's just too hard to pick the top, So that's why you try to scale out into the pump. So here's Bitcoin over here on the right. Here is Cardano over here on the left. And here is their market cycle. So if we take Bitcoin and we measure from the bottom to the top and back down, you can see it started to extend out to those higher extensions. So what I personally do when I'm trading crypto is I look for these big picture cycles and I measure with the Fibonacci tool from the bottom to the top to the bottom again, and I start looking for these higher extensions to take profit into when we break out to a new all-time high. So with ADA, I think those extensions could be upwards of, $10, $20. Who knows how high it's going to go, but I think it's going to go to these higher extensions. So the name of the game would be scaling out into those extensions, right? You want to have multiple sell orders along the way up and scale out into the pump. That's the best way to do it. That's the simplest way. That's the most profitable way to make money in crypto, is to scale out into the pump. So yeah, that'd be my view on ADA. Big breakout coming in this coin. Big bullish breakout, very similar to what happened to Bitcoin early on. When Bitcoin was early on, when it first got added to exchanges and really started getting traded, the market cap was really small. It was highly volatile and acted just like how altcoins act right now. And you can see that. Like, look at Bitcoin over here on the right. Bitcoin looks exactly like how a bunch of altcoins look right now. Why? Well, because Bitcoin early on, when Bitcoin was first created, acted like an altcoin because it wasn't as established as it is now. And a lot of these altcoins are not as established as Bitcoin, so they look like Bitcoin early day Bitcoin. A lot of them do. And so there's a lot of growth coming for Cardano. I really believe we will see a big pump here for this coin. And, it's Dogecoin too. Like, it's not just ADA. I'm trying to teach you guys something about human psychology and the way these markets work. Look at Dogecoin. Again, early day Bitcoin acting like an altcoin, right? Early day Bitcoin. Look at Dogecoin right now. See what I'm trying to say here? Altcoins are like buying early day Bitcoin. They're not as established, but their charts, the cycles, the psychology is acting exactly like how Bitcoin acted when Bitcoin wasn't established, when Bitcoin was a smaller market cap, when Bitcoin wasn't the household name that it's now becoming over time. So I'm telling you, there's a lot of opportunity in crypto, in the altcoin markets, and in Bitcoin too. You know, the percentage gain won't be as big. It'll be big though. It'll still be a huge, huge growth for Bitcoin. But these altcoins are like buying Bitcoin in 2013, you know, before Bitcoin just went nuts. So it's my honest view. I know Bitcoin maximalism is really big in today's world. So to be somebody that's bullish on altcoins and saying that there's a lot of opportunity in them kind of goes against the crowd because of Michael Saylor, because of all the Bitcoin maximalism that there is in the world today. And I love Bitcoin. But because of all the Bitcoin maximalism, you're kind of going against the crowd to say that altcoins are going to give you a bigger percentage gain and that you should be focused on investing in good altcoins. And I'm not telling you guys can't have Bitcoin or that Bitcoin isn't a good investment, because it is. It's a really good investment. But I am telling you the altcoins are undeniable. Doesn't matter what you have to say, whether you agree with it or not, altcoins will undeniably give you a bigger percentage gain. And if you can find the right one, it's going to be more lucrative to put a bigger percentage in those altcoins than it will be in Bitcoin. Highly unpopular. Everybody's going to hate me for it with the Michael Saylor revolution. But I'm just being honest. You know, Bitcoin maximalism is for institutions that have billions of dollars. Then you can be a Bitcoin maxi. If you want to get rich in crypto, go buy altcoins. So I hope you guys can grapple with that truth, but it is just true. Okay, cool. Velo, Digibyte. I already did Velo yesterday. Go watch yesterday's video about Velo. Super bullish on Velo. We're breaking out right now. Just keep accumulating, basically. Digibyte, also looking really good here with Digibyte. Big ABC correction. We were just talking about how these big ABC corrections provide opportunity, because this is the point of maximum financial opportunity and lowest risk when you're at the bottom of those cycles. Because the way a market works is it does this, right? The market expands and contracts. So the point of maximum expansion is maximum risk, and the point of maximum contraction is maximum opportunity and lowest risk. So when you have a big contraction like this, where the market is clearly contracted significantly, that's going to be your highest point of financial opportunity to invest in that coin. And that's also true for Digibyte. It's very, very undervalued right now. Any thoughts on Shiba? Yeah, so Shiba is the same thing as Bitcoin. Again, we've been comparing Bitcoin and altcoins a lot to various cycles, whether it's the first cycle or the second cycle or whatever. But I'm telling you, altcoins today are acting exactly like how Bitcoin acted when Bitcoin was an early day thing, when Bitcoin wasn't established, when it wasn't a household name, and when it didn't have billions in market cap, trillions in market cap. It acted like how altcoins act right now. So I think Shiba's really getting ready to do that reversal here and break out of its market cycle and start to take off. It hasn't broke out for wave 3 like how Dogecoin has. Dogecoin already broke out for wave 3. So I think Shiba is about to do that. Shiba is about to break out for wave 3. You can see here's wave 1 on Dogecoin, wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3, right? Wave 3 is impulsive. It's very, very bullish. It's a big breakout when wave 3 happens. And I think Shiba is getting ready for that. Wave 1, wave 2, and wave 3. think we're about to have that wave 3 here for Shiba. So, cool. Curious on why you always skip Litecoin. You know, it's just not one that I get requested a lot. I do try to cover it on my channel fairly frequently. I've been covering it. I started making videos about it before the breakout and in the dip right here as well. Basically telling you guys, hey, you know, I think Litecoin is bullish. Again, it's like buying early day Bitcoin. That's really the theme that I want you guys to remember. A lot of these altcoins is like buying Bitcoin back in the day when Bitcoin wasn't established and when Bitcoin wasn't a household name. It's the structure is the same. The charts, they're behaving exactly like early day Bitcoin. And so investing in Litecoin right now is similar from a market cycle perspective as investing in early day Bitcoin, right? And let's go ahead and look at early day Bitcoin here. So here's early day Bitcoin, and here's Litecoin on the left. So you can see that, right? You can see the ABC correction. You can see the sideways consolidation. So here's our ABC. Here's our sideways consolidation, right? All this sideways consolidation right here. And then you can see the breakout starting, right? That's what happened to Bitcoin back in the day. I'm telling you, investing in altcoins is a lot like buying Bitcoin back in the day. Buying ADA is like buying Bitcoin in 2013 before it pumped like this right here. Okay. Buying Litecoin is like buying Bitcoin in 2015 before it pumped right here. So they're all at slightly different points in their cycles, but altcoins are behaving like early day Bitcoin, like either the first cycle on Bitcoin or the second cycle ever on Bitcoin. And altcoins are behaving either like the first one or the second one, depending on what altcoin it is, you know. So, trying to tell you guys, the markets are undervalued, okay? We're undervalued in the big picture. Keep accumulating, keep buying. We broke out on XRP. We're clearly not rejecting. We're probably not going to go down to 80K or drop. So just keep accumulating. You know, I keep cash around just in case something unexpected happens and I need to buy the dip, but keep accumulating. There's a lot of money to be made in crypto if you keep accumulating and if you focus on this bigger picture growth that's about to happen. So that would be what I have to say, you know, when it comes down to Litecoin. Just keep accumulating. Okay, cool. Some say there's bearish divergence forming on XRP chart. What does this mean? Well, if you want my XRP analysis, go watch this live stream. At the start of the live stream, I talked about the breakout, how it looks like Bitcoin. It looks like Bitcoin when Bitcoin started to go towards 100K. Do I think there's bearish divergence in the chart? I don't see any reason to sell. I think a lot of people switched bearish. I was even at least considering and looking for a potential lower low in the whole market down to 80K. You know, go watch my streams. But a lot of people aren't willing to admit when they're wrong. A lot of people aren't willing to just accept that they made a mistake by calling for a bear move. So I think a lot of people are still in shorts that they're not willing to take their loss on because it's probably a big loss. And so they're not willing to switch bullish because they don't want to see the market as potentially going higher, because if they do that, then they have to take their loss, you know, or they have to admit that they're wrong. So I think a lot of people are going to be looking for a lot of bearishness right now because a lot of people were really bearish and they're not going to be so quick to switch to the bullishness once, because it's clearly bullish. We clearly did not reject it resistance. Like Bitcoin broke out, you know, like XRP broke out. Like we're not bearish. The market's clearly bullish. So we've clearly made a higher high, higher low pattern. We're clearly breaking out on Bitcoin. We're clearly bullish on the markets. So I think people are stuck in shorts because they were expecting a big drop Instead of like us, where we set a stop loss, so we just got stopped out with a small loss. We don't care. You know, I went long again, and I'm going to be posting more entries too, but I've been posting buy signals and buying into the markets because we just got stopped out. We're not afraid to switch bullish when it's clearly bullish, you know, but I think a lot of people are stuck in shorts, and a lot of people aren't ready to admit that they were wrong about the market going lower, so they're going to try to hold on to their bearish call, and it's probably going to screw them up. It's probably going to end up being something they regret later, you know, because the market's clearly bullish. We're breaking out. We broke, see this lower high? It's not a lower high anymore. We broke right out through it, you know. This is clearly an uptrend forming, higher high, higher low. So what I'd have to say here is that Bitcoin is doing, what I think it's doing is what happened right here, where it kind of looked almost like it was going to sell off, right? Looked almost like it was going to go lower, but then it broke out and went higher instead. And so I think that's what's happening here for Bitcoin. So for the people that are bearish on XRP, for the people that are still trying to be short, for the people that are still unwilling to put their dollar into the market, for the people that were too dumb to set a stop loss and now they're stuck in a short position, those are the people that are going to get screwed. The people that are willing to just admit that they were wrong, start buying into the markets, start going long, and just see the market for what it is, those are the people that are going to make a lot of money. But yeah, that's why I think that's why a lot of people are still trying to draw these weird bearish charts that don't even make sense because they're stuck in short positions or they don't want to admit that they were wrong. So yeah. Do you see astrology with any, do I use astrology with any trades? You know, actually I do. Yeah, I do. I use moon cycles. Moon phases are a very powerful way to determine shifts and trends. A lot of times a new moon is bearish, and a lot of times a full moon is bullish. A lot of times that's been statistically true. I don't use it as a single sole indicator for taking a trade. Like I don't just only use that as a way to take a trade, but I'll use it as a catalyst. If I'm already seeing something that's bullish, I'll use it as a reason to be more bullish if there's a bullish a full moon or something, right? And so you can use it. It is valid. And in fact, WD Gann, who had a 94% success rate, WD Gann, the trader, and I'm not like an astrologist. I'm not like all crazy into astrology or anything, but it is true that when there's shifts in the movements of the planetary bodies, that humans do different things. It changes our behavior. It's 100% measurably true. And so, yeah, when there's a new moon or when there's a full moon, people behave differently. This has been scientifically proven. So, yeah, WD Gann, this guy had a 94% accuracy. He made $30 or $40 million in the stock market in the 1930s, which is like hundreds of millions today. This guy used astrology. He implemented moon phases and different things to help measure those shifts and trends. And he found that about 80% of the time when certain astrological events would occur, there would be at least short-term shifts and trends. And he figured he had a 94% accuracy. This is proven. Like they watched him trade and they tested all of his trades. You know, so there is something to it, but I only use it as a catalyst. You know, I already have my trading strategy, Elliott waves, Fibonacci, all that stuff that I'm already using, technical analysis, trading patterns. But if there's a bullish pattern and a full moon, for example, then I could look at that as a catalyst for more upside to add to what I'm already looking at. But if you look at the total crypto market cap right here with the moon phases on, every time that there's a new moon, it's a short-term top, and every time there's a full moon, it's a short-term bottom. New moon, full moon, new moon, full moon, new moon, full moon, new moon, right? Huge top of this new moon right here. Full moon, local bottom, new moon, local top, full moon, local bottom, new moon, local top, and full moon, local bottom, new moon, local top, full. You can see just how perfect that is. So anybody that tells you that astrology is completely BS and there's nothing to it and there's no human behaviors that change based on planetary movements doesn't understand the universe, because clearly there is a connection and it has been scientifically proven. And yeah, some of the best traders in history used astrology along with their trading strategy to make them better traders. I only buy on new moons. Oh, man. Moon phase confluence. Yeah, it's a real thing, man. It really is. Can you look at T-Fuel? Okay, this is the last chart, T-Fuel. And by the way, thank you guys, for tuning in. Super happy to do a live stream today. Tomorrow I'm going to a crypto conference thing in my hometown, so I won't be doing a live stream tomorrow. That's why I did it today. But yeah, I'm really appreciate everybody tuning in today. It's nice to do a live stream. So yeah, here with T-Fuel, you can see that we are starting to consolidate here a little bit here. We have a bit of a consolidation pattern, bit of an ascending triangle pattern right here. So this actually kind of looks like Ethereum when Ethereum bottomed out last year. So go look at Ethereum when it bottomed out last year and look at this right here. Okay, 2-day candlesticks. There we go. Okay, do you see this? Here's Ethereum on the right. Here's T-Fuel on the left. Look at this consolidation pattern that happened at the bottom on Ethereum, okay? This is an ascending triangle pattern. Ascending triangle. Ascending triangle. This pattern is so powerful. One of the first trading patterns I ever learned was the ascending triangle. And we made so much money. I was like 19 years old, 20 years old, and we bought BitShares because of the ascending triangle pattern and because of a cup and handle. It was a cup and handle ascending triangle. And when you're young and you're making a lot of money in crypto really quickly, it's really fun. It's fun when you're old too, don't get me wrong, when you get older, but this is one of the first patterns I ever learned. So it's a really powerful pattern. So you can see here, look at this. This is the ascending triangle pattern. That's what happened on Ethereum when it bottomed out last year. Look at T-Fuel right now, okay? Why do you think somebody bought up the entire order book right here and they didn't care what price they paid? Because they're expecting this to happen. They're expecting a breakout to happen on T-Fuel here. That's why they bought the whole order book and this massive volume spike occurred. They're not afraid to just buy everything because they know what's coming here for T-Fuel. So I think this will break out. I think it will turn around. And also, again, while we were just talking about astrology, I should have known that it was going to be bullish, right at the exact bottom. It's okay. We bought into the market now. We're making money and everything. But it was a full moon down here. Yeah, we had a head and shoulders breakdown, but it was a full moon. And the entire markets just took off. So a lot of times it doesn't always happen, but a lot of times it does. It can signify a reversal. I mean, you look right here, full moon, huge pump. New moon, huge crash, right? Full moon starts to turn around. New moon crashes. Full moon. There's definitely a connection there. So it's something to be aware of, Super appreciate you, man. Good stream. I hope to join your VIP once I recover from my liquidation costs. Yeah, use stop losses, bro. If you're trading leverage, you don't have to trade very much money. Let's say you have a $10,000 portfolio. If you have a $10,000 portfolio and you are trading leverage, you should only trade with like max $1,000, maybe even only $100. You should not be using any more than 10 to 1% of your total portfolio in your leverage trading account. To be the most successful in leverage trading, if you only use 10% of it, like let's say 1,000 out of 10,000, and then when you go to take a trade, maybe you have 20x leverage, but you only use like 3% or 4% of your total available trading balance, I know it doesn't sound sexy. I know it sounds stupid, but really only use 3 to 4% of that 1,000 so you can see how small amount of your total net worth you're using per trade. Then what you do is you always have a tight stop loss. Always have a tight stop loss. Always, always, always. Never, ever, ever, ever take a leverage trade and not have a stop loss unless you're using 1x leverage, which is no leverage at all. You just only be trading the market in both directions at that point, right? So what I'm trying to tell you is use really small position sizes and really, really small amounts of your total capital. And once you're in a winning trade, set a break-even stop loss. Move your stop loss to break even. Always set a stop, but once you're in a winning trade, set your stop loss to break even. Then once your stop loss is break even, let the market ride. Let it go. You know, even though you only took 3 to 4% of your total available trading balance off only 10% of your total trading portfolio, your net worth, when the market starts going in the direction you want it to, and you have a break-even stop loss, so there's zero risk at all, period, just let it ride. You know, go long. Buy the dip, buy right now. Set a stop loss. And if you get stopped out 3 times in a row with tight stops and have to go long again, who cares? You lost very little because it's a tight stop loss. You preserved your capital. You still have money available and ready to take a trade. You know, that's how you consistently build up your leverage trading account. Because if you don't set a stop loss, you're going to get liquidated. It's only a matter of time. You're going to get liquidated. Always set a stop loss. Unless you're using 1x leverage where it's impossible to get liquidated, always set a stop loss. So if you do these things, my brother, you can be way more profitable trading leverage. And don't be afraid of leverage. Just use it smart. You know, just always have a stop loss and only use a very small percentage of your total portfolio when you're trading. With this philosophy, even though it's only a tiny amount of your total trading portfolio, even though it's only a little bit of your money, with this philosophy, you can end up taking huge profits. Why? Because you have a break-even stop, and when you let your winners ride, there's no risk. If you're in a winning trade and your loss will be $0 if you're wrong, you can just let it run. You can let it go as high as you want it to for as long as you want. So that's why I say get in a winning trade using tight stop losses. Then once you're in a winning trade, set a break-even stop. You have no risk at all. You can start printing money. Just start printing money, you know? So that's why you let your winners run and you make your losses really small so you preserve your capital. That's the best way to trade leverage if you're going to do it, you know? So that'd be my advice, just to help you make more money, basically, because you'll get rich, then you'll buy my VIP and everybody will be happy. So yeah. Music time. All right, I'll do some music. We're 1 hour and 28 minutes in. Should we just live stream for a whole week? I'll just maybe sleep. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that. Just live stream forever. Never stop. 1 hour and 30 minutes in. Oh, Chainlink. Okay, yeah, we'll do Chainlink really quick. Okay, might as well. We're already 1 hour and 30 minutes in, right? Screw it. So, okay, so here, let's pull up Chainlink on the... Chainlink is looking good. Look at that breakout right here. We broke out through local resistance right here. Hopefully we can get above 24. I think we will pretty easily with Chainlink. Okay, cool. So yeah, look at this. This is what I'm talking about with the big picture reversals. And also what I was talking about earlier with a lot of coins looking like early day Bitcoin. So the altcoins are basically behaving like Bitcoin when Bitcoin wasn't established. So it's a lot like investing in early day Bitcoin to buy a lot of these altcoins. And when it comes to Chainlink, it's the same thing. It's the exact same attitude, the same perspective that I have on Chainlink. And let me pull up the right chart here. That's the wrong one. But yeah, don't be hard on yourself also. If you guys take a big loss, if you get liquidated or something, Most every single professional trader that I know wiped out their account completely at least once, you know. And you don't have to do that to get good. You don't have to wipe out your account to get good at trading. You just have to follow the rules of trading and not be dumb. But most of the time people do, because, you know, we're emotional human beings, have emotional responses to stuff, and until you learn how to overcome that emotional response, you're going to end up having some losses. Until you're disciplined and you use a stop loss, or until you're disciplined and you don't FOMO buy or panic sell or whatever, you're going to have some losses. So don't be hard on yourself if you guys have losses along the way. It's part of learning, you know. But do your best to preserve your capital and follow all the rules so you don't have to learn the hard way, you know. Here's Bitcoin on the right, here's Chainlink on the left. This is what I mean by buying altcoins is like buying Bitcoin before Bitcoin became basically a household name, which it's now becoming, right? So yeah, that'd be my view on Chainlink. A big pump is coming for this coin. I really believe that 100%. Sleep stream. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a sleep stream is, my friend. Okay. Get my guitar pick for you. Okay. Cool. Oops, don't exit. Wrong button. Don't exit, please. Okay. All right. Let's do... What song would be good? 10,000 Reasons. Okay, we'll do this one. 2025 is going to be so much fun, you guys. It's going to be the craziest year ever. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're psychologically ready. Hope you're financially been putting as much as you can into the markets. And you guys don't need a lot of money to get rich in crypto. The more the merrier. The more you put in, the merrier, at least right now, you know. But you don't need $10,000 to make $1 million. You just have to know what to do with your money. You have to know how to swing trade correctly, where you can consistently grow your swing trading account. And you have to know what low and mid caps to buy to be able to give yourself a big enough percentage gain to make $1 million, you know. It's better if you're starting with like 100K or 10K or $1 million, you know. More the merrier, but you don't have to have a lot of money to get rich. That's a myth. People think you need capital to get rich. What? Capital? Go study a lot of the biggest companies in the world, a lot of the biggest companies in the entire world didn't have capital. They had to borrow money to get started. They had to go study what happened to Apple computers. If you think you need capital to get rich, you don't. It's a myth. Total myth. You just need to provide value to people, or, know how to do a certain skill that can generate wealth. Okay. A little bit higher there. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. It's called 10,000 Reasons. It's a really good song here. I'm going to play it and then we'll probably call it a day. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul. Worship his holy name. Sing like never before. Oh my soul. Worship your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul. worship his holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I'll worship your holy name. You're rich in love and you're slow to anger. Your name is great and your heart is kind. For all your goodness I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, I'll worship his holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I'll worship your holy name. And on that day when my strength is failing, the end draws near and my time has come, still my soul will sing your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, I'll worship his holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I'll worship your holy name. Oh, I'll worship your holy name. Lord, I'll worship your holy name. It's a good song, all right? Glory be to God, because he's the reason that we're all here. He's the giver of every good gift. The reason we have air, breath, life. He is the reason. So, operations shut down. Excellent, Dallin. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Nick, cosmic blessings to you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Arthur, God bless you all. God bless you too, my friend. Lucky, blessings to you as well. And yeah, cool. Whenever I hear your music, Dallin, I feel like I'm already in profit. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad. You know, that's the feeling that you're going to get, because 2025, you're just going to print money. You're going to be in profit like all year long. So you're going to hear a lot of music and print a lot of money in 2025. So surely me and you, at least if you are a woman, Mr. Wizard. Oh, you're talking to someone else. I was like, what are you even saying? So yeah, you know, cool. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Worship his holy name. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Going to be a good week. I think we're going to make a lot of money. I think crypto will break out. I think we will see a lot more upside with crypto. I believe this is only the start, you guys. I think we're going to see a lot of upside in 2025. And maybe even longer. Who knows? But for sure, 2025 is going to be very, very profitable and lucrative. So thank you for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. God be with you. And as always, stay profitable out there.